there with Plumlee. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Picked by Humphries. Here's D, and there are the Celtics with another basket. And for Humphries, a tough season. He fell in and out of the rotation.
And he's been pretty consistent over the last 5, maybe 6 seasons. So we'll see if he's able to return to his normal numbers where he's a starting caliber big man.
By himself, and the jam by Rajon Rondo.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Shots good by Black.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Boston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
A big change for the Nets, who stormed up the leaderboard in the East and even had a chance at taking a very tough Atlantic Division last season. They actually were in the picture for the title until the end.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's D. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Humphries.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
When you bring his name up, what I can't get out of my head is how ferocious he is as a rebounder.
You know, that's really a good way to describe him. He devotes so much energy to his work on the boards, it makes him hard to handle.
Boston making a switch here. Green's checked in. Johnson goes in. He gets stolen by Sullinger. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. D is guarded by Johnson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the Nets' first goal going forward this year is to make that jump into the best team in New York and the rest of the division. Steve, a lot of strong teams in the Atlantic, but they do well against them.
Yeah, last year they had the best interdivision record than anybody in the Atlantic. So, you know, if you can take care of business within your division, it always puts you in a good position down the stretch.
Kicks it to Blatch. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by D.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Gentlemen, for Brook Lopez, a first-time All-Star last season, the offense had always been there, but it was his focus on defense and rebounding that has made the difference. Lopez admitted that he'd gotten lazy in the past, but the coaching staff started tracking his efforts, not just rebounds, but also attempted rebounds. And he said that helped him make him conscious of it. And guys, having teammates like Darren Williams, who said he, quote, should be a perennial all-star, and stayed on him along with their coaching staff, really seemed to push him to that next level.
Yeah, he's figuring out how to take the best advantage of his great size. I think he's well on his way. Thanks, Doris.
Well, head coach Jason Kidd, that's a phrase I didn't expect to hear this quickly, but Kidd wasted no time. Only a matter of weeks after he announced his retirement as a player, he was named the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. And, it's going to be interesting to see the transition. Kidd, obviously, great basketball IQ.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And
the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. It's been one outstanding game from D.
Isn't it funny? It's not always the guy you'd expect to come through with the big plays in the big game.
Yeah, he's really been a difference. You're right, Steve. Sometimes it is that unknown X factor, and today he's proven it.
On the floor for Boston. The forwards, Jeff Green and Jared Sullinger. D out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Humphries in at the 5 down low.
You know, we saw the promise last season of Jared Sullinger, a wide body with a really high basketball IQ, just very skilled as a passer and a low-post scorer.
D passes to Rondo. D. There's a good screen. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Rondo's shot is good. Rondo's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Celtics. And for Jared Sullinger, he may have slipped in the draft, but a great situation, Clark. A lot of people feel for him in Boston.
Could not agree more. I tell you, playing alongside Kevin Garnett, played for Doc Rivers in his first year. I mean, you're going to learn a lot from those two. about how to play in the NBA. I think he's ahead of his years as far as his basketball acumen. He's what we call an old head. Really has a nice understanding of the game.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Outside Williams. Rondo with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Green kicks to Rondo. Sullinger passes to D. And that's a foul called on Andre Blush. And that'll be his third foul so far. D is guarded by Johnson. Here's D. That one wide left.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
You know, it's always strange to see how a team will react when they lose one of their biggest stars. Last season, the Celtics were thought to be dead in the water when Rondo tore his ACL, but they actually rallied and went on a winning streak after the injury.
Nets trail by 9. Here's Pierce. Green with the block. D passes to Rondo. Celtics passing it around. Now Humphries inside. Fades away. But they'll get another chance. Pass to D. Tries again. Lays out. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. A chance to check out the shooting guards across the NBA that have averaged the highest number of assists over the last month. Third, Joe Johnson.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. They can really all create their own shot, but they're superb setup men as well.
You know, I enjoy seeing that mindset in the shooting guard where basically he's saying, I'm going to attack at all times, but if it's not there for me, I can drop a dime on you just as easily.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Well, Clark, as you said with Rondo and the Celtics, they would go on to win the next 7 right after his injury, and overall Steve played better than expected the rest of the way.
Sometimes that's the way these things go, Kevin. A star player goes down, everybody else kind of steps up, and instead of feeling sorry for themselves, they use it as a rallying cry. And all those role players for Boston really picked up the extra slack, and I thought they made a great push to end that season after the Rondo injury.
2 on the clock. Rondo, good.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys, and the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, gentlemen, a quick turnaround for Jason Kidd from a player to head coach. Many felt he could still be playing if he wanted, but he said, quote, my biggest fear had always been getting hurt and not being able to lead the game on my own terms. It worked out well for him, and guys, just like his playing days, always thinking a few steps ahead.
You bet. Thank you, Doris. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. It's the Nets now. It's a 13-point game. Out to Kirilenko. Back to Johnson. Three-pointer. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make...
Basketball season is in full swing, so come out and enjoy live NBA action.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And they continue to run and gun throughout the game, guys.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second-chance points.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. On the perimeter, the all-star trio of Williams, Johnson, and Pierce. Garnett out there, Blatch.
Well, you know, it's still exciting to come here to the Barclays Center, this beautiful new arena, and we really like the fact that it's built to showcase basketball. Terrific sight lines, everything the fans could ask for.
We talk about the allure of the new arena. Steve, even when teams are staying in the same city so often, a push is there for a new arena.
Yeah, that's the reality of the business. It's all about entertainment. It's about being cool. It's about kind of a brand, and I think that's where Brooklyn really made that huge jump last year. It was just the uniforms and the arena and the fan base and being in